Welcome to the TriniTechCast. This is episode number 55. 55, okay. Last week was 54. That is totally correct. And we recorded on the 3rd of the 3rd, 2024. Last year, this would have been a cool day. Could be 3rd of the 3rd, 2023. So I guess next month when we hear the 4th of the 4th, 2024, people will be like, check the stars to see if they align or some kind of weird thing like that. I don't know. Yeah. What was it? No, the coolest one was the 11th of the 20 was. I think it had a real cool one, but I can't remember what it was for one of them years.
I can't remember. I mean, we one step closer to 100 episodes in, so reps is a good thing. So hopefully,
reps for real. Yeah, I think I was scrolling through and I was like, we are 990 plays on Spotify, so we'll be 1,000 plays by the end of this episode, I guess. Cool, somewhere around there. That's cool. So it's a nice techie week. How your week was? Did you do anything like important? I
did a lot of Oracle Cloud stuff, doing some networking and instances and building stuff in.
You felt alive.
Yeah. Some new stuff, troubleshooting and Linux and
Right, command line and thing, Yeah. I feel it there, yeah. I don't think I do anything really techie. No, I diagnosed my son's phone. Yeah, the headphone jack, there's like stick and think that it have a headphone plug in it. Stop the audio from coming out.
Nah.
Well, your phones have a headphone jack for a long time.
I was not going to say, you have a phone with a headphone jack?
Well, yeah, I think his grandmother buy the phone, but I tell her what phone to buy because I was like, don't buy super duper expensive phone, because them could mash up things in seconds. I think my son run through about 4 over-ear headphones in the past 2 years. Earbuds, everything. I don't know, my boy have a headphone curse. But he'll never hear this, but yeah. So when I was with the phone, I was like, buy one of them Galaxy A whatevers. And they have a headphone jack. So I think I had to go and fix that for him. I troubleshoot it, I see how to fix it and things. So I had to pull out all the tools and try and do surgery on it tonight. Basically, I'm going to disable the headphone jack because he don't use it.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
And that's the techiest I've been for the week. Other than teaching computer science. Basically. All right, today is we have 3 topics. One is the central bank is using AI. According to them, they're using AI. And we want to know how much AI they're actually using and how they're using it. But of course, we can't find out. So we're just going to speculate quite nicely. And Flow has carried up their internet rates again for some of their packages by about 3%, they said, which is about a $10 increase. 4%, yeah. I think it's about $10 on each one of them. I'm not 100% sure. But we'll talk about that from a technical perspective on how, this is the life that we live. And AI has decimated 2/3 of customer service jobs in a particular company. And also, Paris is planning to use AI in the Olympics to do something quite interesting, which we had to talk about because I don't know how good AI is, but some of the things that they're trying to do, we might have to ask some hard questions. So let's go into our first story. First story is the central bank is using AI. Let's go. So let me share this with you. It's only one paragraph I have to share. One paragraph that I want to make sure that we focus on. It says, Central Bank, an early adopter of AI, written by Gisha Kaulesa Alonso. Thank you very much, Gisha. Senior reporter. It says, the first sentence is the Central Bank of Trinidad and Tobago is an early adopter of artificial intelligence, but the regulator of financial institutions remains cautious about its use. So here is the statement. Certain departments are using AI, and the process we follow is that if a business user is interested in using any AI-related technology, as a matter of fact, there's a process that they must adhere to where the security team will do a review and we give them feedback on it. We use it in the IT department. A lot of new technologies related to machine learning, so that is already fully entrenched in some of our tools. So I'd say we're early adopters. We are a central bank and we tend to be a bit more cautious than other institutions. There's interest and we try to balance that interest with doing it securely. Did he say the right things? Did he push all the correct buttons?
You could look at the last paragraph as well too.
Last paragraph says, and of course, there's a related issue of control because as you try to use AI for even supervision and for cybersecurity, you'll be saying, okay, well, tell me what are the outliers. So you have a certain pattern of behavior and you say, oh, you know this, we had this login from a different source or some behavior that is not regular. So this could help you, but you may not be able to control what the AI is doing. Here further explain noting that there is a number of different things that could be derived from AI. So they seem to be cautiously optimistic, but they're saying that they already have it implemented. My question is, where and how?
I mean, when they say implemented, I think they probably mean that they're using it. You know, it's not necessarily implemented or embedded in the software systems or features. Because you mentioned using ChatGPT, and you know you have to be careful of some of the pitfalls or whatever. So
but the statement says so that is already fully entrenched in some of our tools. Well, machine learning is already entrenched in some of their tools. So I don't think they like putting machine learning in place. I think the machine learning comes with the software that they're probably using, and they just be like, well, it have ML in it, quotation marks. Yeah, I personally, I don't think that AI is a part of the business process. I think a large language model is used to ask questions about certain things, and they get like almost like an assistant. Because I don't know what is the job of the central bank to regulate the financial runnings of the country, right? And provide a place for money to be securely audited, stored, transferred, whatever it is. They make the policies that the banks have to follow. Any organization has to follow them. How could AI help that? Now, I'm not coming down on them and saying that it's impossible for them to do it. I just want to think from a technological perspective what AI could do to make our central bank be better. Flag transactions, that weird?
I don't know. I mean, I really don't know how embedded the AI is in their day-to-day processes, you know. So
now, if you say like stocks and thing, right? Monitoring the stock market and checking for trends and looking at the possible ways to invest better or something. I'm not too sure. Yeah.
So even looking at the stock market, you can't 100%, you know, depend on AI to tell you how to invest or the trends or whatever. Because if you could do that, everybody would be rich. You know, just use that AI button, you know, do your trades and stuff like that. So AI, I don't think I'll keep saying this, but I'm not sure it's at the point where it could fully integrate it or replace a human without some type of oversight or intervention, just to make sure you have some checks and balances in place. And I think they mentioned that here too. You know, you can't just fully trust into your stuff. You have to still, you know,
have a plan.
It's kind of easing it in, and from at least as we were saying before, at least from like an assistant or in terms of doing reports and learning, check certain stuff, validate stuff. Yeah, it will definitely help there. You know,
one of the things the article seemed to kind of veer towards was the fact that security is a big problem when it comes to collecting all that data, and it's getting a lot of attention. Now, the article is about AI, but the writer says during the discussions, the issue of the threat landscape within TNT was raised, and as it relates to cybersecurity, and they were talking about all the all these things that they put in place. And of course, I mean, you have to say that cybersecurity remains priority number one for the bank. Of course, that's the central bank governor, Dr. Alvin Hilaire, saying that.
Yeah.
And when you say cybersecurity is problem number one, and we talking last week about this article where it's hard to retain cybersecurity skills in the ministry.
Yeah, in the public sector.
Sure. Yeah, I not feeling the central bank have like the greatest of cybersecurity personnel. Wait, I was supposed to give you a report on that.
Yeah,
So I message my past student and I say, yo, how the internship was or whatever the case and whatnot, and said student says, nah, so I take up another offer, you know, and I didn't go. And I was like, after I write a recommendation for you, I say all these good things. You didn't take the job? But I was joking, but yeah. So basically we have no links inside the Ministry of Digital Transformation. My one hopeful link has fizzled away. So if they have they are taking cybersecurity seriously. Sorry, what was I going to say?
No, I was going to say, so they'll probably get a better offer than going in ministry.
Well, yeah, that basically what it come down to is an internship, and I don't know if it was an unpaid internship or if the internship had a stipend and the students get a better offer. Maybe not. I didn't ask any further questions. I didn't really try to push too much because that ain't necessary. But if they're saying cybersecurity is a priority number one, that means AI is going to be put under some sort of what's the word? Lock and key to ensure that they don't use it and it goes wild, which is why I asked me to read the last paragraph. Of course, the last paragraph was kind of saying that you can't really predict how AI is going to handle certain situations. So you have to think. And
I don't think you could just put AI in charge of cybersecurity. You need, as last week, you need the expert in place. Because, like, from my experience, it have like a lot of surface level stuff, troubleshooting and stuff like that. AI could help you. But like when you get into some real in the nitty-gritty and some real complex stuff, and you know it's not really that straightforward, you still need some type of intervention to piece things together, because AI would kind of point you in the right direction, but yes, in some cases, according to how complex the problem is or the situation you're dealing with, you know, and probably the tool that you're using, whatever AI tool you're using, I don't know what tool you're using, how advanced it is, but I still think, you know, you need some oversight. We probably, who knows, we might reach to the point in the next year or two where it's not like that. But at least right now, I still think you need some, you know, is something to go hand in hand with it. You can't just leave it.
Now, okay. You think that they starting to, okay, if they did this article last year,
yeah,
they would have been like, we're using AI, we're on the top of blah, 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 we are the best, we're the cutting edge and whatnot. But this article seems a lot more muted and a lot more circumspect in terms of saying, yeah, we want to do it, but we ain't going to do it. So you think that we starting to, not the rest of the world figure this out already, but you think that Trinidad and Tobago starting to be like, okay, AI is cool, it's a nice buzzword, but to implement it, you have to think it through. You're getting that kind of feeling generally. Or a real trigger happy CEO just bounce in the meeting and be like, listen, IT department, AI, no, everywhere.
Like, so it are two ends of the spectrum. Sometimes it's be like that, from like seeing in some of the environments, and somebody would go to some conference and see somebody present some AI tool, and then they'll want to jump on it and bring it back and implement it, and without going through the proper channels to look at what policy we have in place for this, you know, because this is a whole new dynamic, you know, yeah. Especially if you want AI to replace the job of what a human used to do. You know, it's all well and good for, say, it's a private company and, you know, you could take on that risk or whatever. But when you're dealing with, like, I've got public company, a government company, especially something like the central bank, you know, which has a lot of red tape and a lot of hoops to jump through to do other stuff, much less something as important as, you know, cybersecurity that they claim is important, you know. But so all that's to say, on one end of the spectrum, yeah, people just be gung-ho and try to use it, but it has some people that is, you know, try to do the right thing and make sure it has stuff in place to make sure you roll out this stuff
if it's one
properly.
One thing I'm sure about is that the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Digital Transformation, Corey Belfon, he used to be in education, and he was a part of the ICT department in education, I believe, or something like that. And he used to make good decisions and be sensible in the things that he was saying. So him being the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Digital Transformation gives me a little bit of hope, because I think he has a kind of handle on technology implementation and not being bullied into new technologies and being like a puppet now, and sort of, because, you know, there's this going thing that permanent secretaries tend to be kind of puppeted by government ministers sometimes, and
a lot of times.
Yeah, because of the position I in the government minister basically hanging your job over your head and like, I could remove you in a second now. The fact that he came out last week and told them, listen, it costs money to hire good cybersecurity. And if all you want to keep throwing out this word cybersecurity, this is not what he said, but this is what I, of course, imply. If you want to get good cybersecurity in the government, all you had to start to pay up, and or they can't be throwing out this word like, yeah, we are resistant and all those kind of things. That is not something you just say easily to create yourself as a target and then not have the actual implementation of it now. So I think Corey Belfon is a good fella. Maybe one day somebody will hear this podcast and tell him that we said that about him, and he will come and talk to us about how to,
So what you think? How you think they actually using AI in the central bank?
I think they're using it to flag suspicious transactions. Anything that there was a if then else is now now AI. So if Bank A sends 20% more US than before, then check to see where that US came from, and then cross-reference it with other international accounts that would have been transferring stuff to see if there is a red flag. That's the only thing I could think of seeing because the core business of the central bank is moving money and making sure that money is moved securely by regulations. Yeah.
So you think the AI would do all of that, like, you know, see the flag and also then go and cross-reference to the international stuff to see the money trail and then report it?
Yeah, because it's data sets. If you have an AI that you could feed the data sets into, historically speaking, and of course the central bank should have historical data that clearly shows what a red flag is and what a red flag is not. You feed it into that, and then you say, okay, keep monitoring for me. All our admin had to do is sit down and wait for an email and be like, yeah, well, summary for the month, risk level 5, risk level 7, risk level 10. And once you see a risk level 10, you'll be like, okay, fellas, let me go on. Oh, not fellas. Okay, team, let's go investigate this one. Instead of somebody have to sit down and every day they have to write a script or some kind of thing that will filter out things.
Well, some people will say that, that is just a program. Yeah, just write a script to check whoever, you know, and...
Well, no. Well, the script, yes, that is true. The script will check wherever, and the script will find the issue. But then a human has now to go the paper hunting or the paper trail hunting. But if the AI sees the issue and then they do the hunting for you, at least they will go a little further and be like, well, we cross-reference the other data that we have from all the other international banks.
Yeah, we just say paper trail.
Oh gosh. I mean digital trail. It's not a paper trail. It's digital. Because these things, I'm positive that all of the MasterCard transactions, the Visa transactions, and all those things, that is digital archives that they have. Like, you cannot have that and be the central bank. Gosh. I mean, you're really telling me that the central bank still have filing cabinets with with paper?
I don't know. You have a source in the central bank. I know somebody in the central bank, you know.
I refuse to believe that. Refuse.
Okay,
If you tell me license in office, I will give you that. If you tell me National Archives, I will give you that. If you tell me, okay, now not the birth certificate people. We have electronic birth certificates for a while now. So we do have.
You think everything
records.
in the central bank is digitized?
I on the 3rd of the 3rd, 2024, I'm putting my head on a block to say yes. Yes. What in the central bank is not digitized? A bank registration? You can't have a financial entity and not on the system?
I don't know.
Oh gosh, don't do me that.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because me, I'm somebody that I will never put my head on a block for any. For anybody.
It
like
is the
nobody.
central bank of our country, of Trinidad and Tobago. They have an IT department. They must have all the things digitized. Must. I mean, come on. Please. Yeah, I want to believe. I would. I
don't even know if I would say I'll take your word for it. I admire your optimism.
Okay, that's all.
And I hope it's true. All
right. That's now. I'm going to be very clear about what the role of a central bank is. The central bank is responsible for implementing monetary policy, managing the currency of a country or group of countries, and controlling the money supply. Some of the main responsibilities are defining the monetary policy, regulating the amount of money in circulation, overseeing the interbank market, loaning liquidity to commercial banks if necessary, and taking an advisory role. Yes. None of that have to do with any large amounts of paper. It's just a lot of red tape and bureaucracy and monitoring of the market and the money. All that could be digital. That's a spreadsheet.
Okay.
At least there is an Excel sheet with 1,000 rows in it and a few formulas. At least. I've been thinking, boy, hey, let's go to the next topic because we will talk about this and we'll just go down one big rabbit hole. Next, we're going to talk about Flow carrying up their internet rates. And, well, we ain't shocked. Why should we be shocked? But we'll talk about it. I'll tell you why. Coming up next. In today's digital age, every business needs a strong online presence to reach new customers and stay competitive. But not every business needs a complex website or a full-fledged e-commerce solution. At makeITsimpleTT, we understand that every business has unique needs, and we offer a range of tailored solutions to fit those needs. Over the years, we've helped many businesses. Our services include website design and development. We create a professional and user-friendly website like these that represent your brand and drives results. Invoicing and payment processing. We can streamline your billing process with a user-friendly invoicing system that integrates seamlessly with most payment gateways, and you can receive online payments easily. We also do automated order forms, which allows you to collect orders online and customer information effortlessly and send back automated emails, notifications, and reminders, and then you just have to make the sale at the end. So you can contact us today to learn more about how we can help make your business more successful, or you could visit makeITsimpleTT.com/business. Our next topic is Flow carrying up their internet rates. And who reported that? This is the Guardian sharing. Andrea Perez Sobas. Everybody's a senior reporter on the Guardian. No, I know. Yeah. Come the 1st of next month, Flow customers will face an increase in their monthly cable and internet package of 4%. This was announced by the telecommunications company yesterday. It said this price adjustment will allow Flow to continue to invest in its network and other necessary improvements needed to meet and exceed customer expectations. So here's the change. Connected premium bundle was $516 and will now be $537. That's what, $30 increase? 30 something, $35, yeah. Choice 300 bundle is now $408. Was $408, will be $425. That's going up by about $20. They're about $15 to $20. Bundle 75 is $305 and it's expected to increase to $317. So let me say, $20 to $30, it should go up. Here the funny part. Guardian Media reached out to Digicel Plus to inquire if it was moving in a similar direction. In response, the company said, we constantly evaluate our product offering given the changes in the market conditions, and that we will be making some adjustments to our packages, where some customers would even see some reductions in their packages and others will see revised pricing models in the coming weeks. Digicel will release more information on this.
Talking about, somebody from Digicel called me like 2 weeks ago trying to get me to upgrade my plan, and so my plan is like 300, and this new upgrade, I'd get like 100 megabits more, 200, I'd get 300, and my bill would go up to like $600 or something. So I was like, no.
Wow.
They was trying to tell me, it will help you do your work faster. Because I tell them I was work from home. And my mind, how the hell is going to make me do my work faster? How high internet speed could I make me do my work faster? I mean, the person real try to sell it, real try to tell me they could train Disney Plus and whatever. If I don't want to upgrade the speed, I could get Disney Plus for extra $100 a month or something like that. And I was like, I cut off and I was like, I had Disney Plus for a year and I cancelled it because I never used to watch it. So, I'm more or less happy with the plan I have now. No need to upgrade.
How much I pay in Flow? What I have? Well, for those of you all who listening for the first time, I have 2 internet connections because my business requires my internet to be pretty like consistent.
100% uptime.
Yeah, uptime 100%. So both of them in on their load balancer. So I pay in both Digicel and Flow, but I cannot remember how much money I pay in. I think I pay in $300 to each of them at the end of the month for internet only. Bill amount, okay, yeah. What's the bill date? First of the third, yeah. Okay, so I pay in $276 to Flow. What?
I want to ask
$276. Wow.
I want to ask you a question. Since it's a Flow customer, right? One of the statements they made was to invest in a network and other necessary improvements needed to meet and exceed customers' expectations. So, do they meet and exceed your expectations?
I cannot tell.
Or do they even meet expectations?
I cannot tell you what my expectation is. I just know my internet had to be up. The only time I know when Flow is down is when both of them go down. And I'll be like, y'all, we have no internet. Something is wrong. That means both of them down. But other than that, I cannot say that they meet my expectations or they don't meet it, because I basically put things in place to never let me down. So I can't say for sure. I have the everything you need package. I don't know what the everything you need package is. What is that?
So you're more or less cheating on your network. You have a backup plan. You have a backup person.
Pretty much. It's like when you have a second bar, when you go by when you see a barber in the mall, and you just get a haircut, and you're like, whoop, you mark yourself. Yeah, I don't know. Everything you need plan. Oh, I know what happened to me. They had to change out my real old modem. The old black RS modem, I believe. It's an RS one, anyhow, but black. And they had to change out the new one. And when they change it out, they slide in the Android box and tell me, yeah, you could get this for free for a year and you won't have to pay. And I asked them, so you all remind me when the year is up, I'll just see my bill go up. And she's like, nah, your bill wouldn't go up by much. When it goes up, it will just go up to by this amount. But now with this new upgrade, with the raising price, it's going to go up by more. And I wouldn't know when that hit me. And I'll just be like, what? But my daughter liked the Paramount Plus and
okay.
But the Android, she gave her the priority because she watch out everything that on Paramount Plus, basically. So more than likely, I'll just get a next Android box and put it on the next TV. Because that one just had a Chromecast on it and they used to cast on the phone now, but they like the remote feeling. They like the remote pressing. Yeah. I don't know what's the everything you need package, But that is what I have, and that is actually $276. So my package not going anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe the everything you need is just internet alone with VoIP. Well, basically internet TV, basically. So you're not getting you're getting all star channels or something, but all of it is bundled through the internet. And I tell them, don't even bother to bring our phone. Like, don't even waste your time. Let me see if I could find it. What package you have with Digicel?
You want for $305.
I think that's the one I have too, and that's 300 megabits.
200, I think. I'm gonna check my bill.
Oh, right. So my everything you need package, I pay in $276, but the everything you need package is $425. So basically, in a year's time or 6 months time, or whatever time left, my package going to go up by almost $200. And that is when I'll tell them, nope, I just want the internet. I good. Don't even.
Yeah. So my package is the fiber 200.
Okay.
And I pay 305 for that.
But why minus 300? I don't know. I think minus 300.
You probably have a grandfather type plan. Cause I think if you go on digital sites now, this fiber 200 is more money.
Oh, okay. Understand.
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah.
But,
not like they will care. But I seen it on the internet side, they have something called Link Up and Link Up Plus. Is it that they would not? Did they lie to me? Because the 290, anyhow, wherever I reach, I go reach. The thing I want to ask is for those of you that listening and thing, is the technical things that are needed for being an ISP these days. They are starting to become a little more technically difficult to implement. Meaning, the ISPs have a lot more load management to do because of all of the streaming that are going on. And COVID basically hit them for 6. And I think once they see the amount of demand that COVID would have shown that it's possible that the internet could get to this height or this amount, then they say, okay, people relying on this thing more. So basically, over the next 5 years, we're going to increase it by 3%. And by the time the 5 years finish, we'd be up by 25%. And we will get away with it because people need the internet really, really badly. I don't think there's any big technical hullabaloo that going on that says they had to implement new firewalls or they had to do this, all that kind of stuff. I think it's just a business plan to do a slow creep, which is get the amount of money up by 25% in 5 years. That's their target.
And part of it too could be like, if it is from a business standpoint and it just adjusting for inflation every year so that your profit could go up and, match inflation. Because at the end of the day, the owners, I'm not sure if you can buy flow shares or whatever, but yeah, they're thinking about profits. Same thing with every other company. Like, you said that Netflix last year increased their prices. I doubt they do much technical upgrades or whatever. In fact, they released a lot of people last year,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even, the big talk right now is KFC is a price. And whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, Prestige Holdings make 57% increase in profit. So I mean, at the end of the day, you're thinking about the shareholders. I think some of them mentioned that, the raising the minimum wage, is the reason why they increasing the prices. And I guess, in a sense, they could have more than absorbed that cost. But they decide why they could have absorbed the cost. Let me hear why you think they could have absorbed the cost. 57% profit. But as a business,
they don't deserve to have 57% profit.
No, I just saying, if they were, I mean, most businesses don't think like that. So they could have absorbed the cost and be like, 40% profit. But if you ask somebody how much profit you had to make, 57% or 40%, and let the public pay less money for your product, You'll be like, no, let them pay more. I want more profit. I want to make more money. You know, you running your own business like that. You know, don't think about KFC and whatever prestige chosen, but you yourself running your own personal business, and you had the opportunity to raise your prices, and the public will probably just, you know, Chinese after 2-3 weeks, you know, your quarrel and your talk and whatever after 2-3 weeks, you like my KFC go be long again.
Yeah, well, the demand there, and for the internet, the demand is there. The demand.
People might talk like 2-3 weeks or whatever, but they're going to pay it. What was the alternative? They might just switch to Digicel, and Digicel might raise the price anyway.
Because, yeah, they have the unwritten law.
You know, so...
The unwritten law.
And that's part of... That's kind of the downfall of Trinidad being so small. You don't have much options, and once you have limited options, they could kind of control the prices.
But the same... I understand what you're saying, but the same thing has happened in the States. When AT&T buy over these people, and these people buy over that people, and they basically only have 2 telecom providers eventually. And the US will just be like, all they have to do now, we cool. Just make sure they pay the taxes.
Yeah. I mean, like, you see what we friend in Star Network was trying to do? Companies in the US just do that. So there's kind of repackage stuff and get stuff a little cheaper, you know, but it's still piggyback on the other network, you know, so. Yeah.
Wait now, where does sign in on Digicel to see a billboard? How I just... I'm looking for an email, yes? Because I'm trying to figure out what package I have with Digicel, and I can't even sign in. I don't even know where this get Digicel. All right, I don't know what package I have with Digicel. I just know I'm paying both of them $300 a month, because $600 is a fair amount for me to have to pay for internet. Because some people paying $600 to one of them to have internet phone or thing.
That is why. So like the package I have now, looking at it here, right? The package I have now is the 200 megabit for 305 VAT inclusive. And the lady was trying to get me to go to 350 megabits for $745. Right? I was trying to tell me it will make me work faster.
Way.
I know, mine was like, you know who you're talking to. I thought you're our IT person. How can having faster internet make me work faster?
Yeah, probably need to have, like, you know, not faster internet, more efficiency.
Yeah, I will double the cost of my internet package for 150 more megabits. That's really not gonna move the needle for me.
Yeah. Okay, mine is $305. I find a bill.
Right,
so
yes,
we probably fiber 200. One. Fiber dash 200, yeah. So it's only 200 again with Digicel. I thought it was 300. Okay. All right. I had 200 with Digicel and 250 with Flow, apparently.
Yeah.
But the Flow cheaper right now because on this plan thing. Yep. All right. So Digicel and Flow will continue to raise their prices. We just have to live our life.
What is Flow's up speed right now? They improve on that, 50?
Yeah, it was 25 before, we're 50 now.
Okay.
But I don't know. Maybe I could program my router, the load balancer, to upload on the Digicel connection only. Because the Digicel upload is 200, and?
Yeah.
Yeah, 200. Because sometimes as we uploading some things, and bam, instantly, and then sometimes it's be like, oh, damn, that one take the Flow. Because it just pick which one it wants whenever it feel like it. But maybe I could program it. But the 50 upload, I ain't dying. Because I know I could put it to upload and leave it and come back and meet it. And then the only other thing I had to worry about it, upload speed, is streaming. What going on with that dog? Oh, it have a bat that's be flying in my yard. No. It's like when you fruit trees, it have some fruit trees around, right? And the bats is be like coming out in the fruit trees. And when they bring the fruits, they just come by me to eat it. Yeah. And I like, why they coming by me to eat it? And then my dogs, they see the, not my dogs, my children dogs, they see the bat and keep barking all the time. I try to figure that out. What you just do to stop bats?
I don't know.
All right. Wrong guy. All I have to do is just put on the light. Put on the light outside, and then the bats will just be like, stay away from the light. All right, that was random side talk. And now we go on to our next article, which is if I tell you that 2/3 of your customer service people have to go home, how would that sound? Do you think AI is bad now? Let's see. We'll be back after this. Have you ever tried to order something online using a Visa debit card, but you can't? Is shopping online something you always do already using a Skybox, but sometimes you need advice on knowing what to buy or what will work? I'm Mr. Charles from makeITsimpleTT, and we aim to make technologies that solve problems in a Caribbean context. So we created Order It. What is it, you ask? What is Order It? It's an app and a website that helps you order it in 2 ways. The first way is if you already order things online. You're familiar with using a Skybox, you're familiar with using a credit card, but sometimes you don't always have answers to certain questions, like which laptops will get a warranty in Trinidad, which phones will work on the Digicel network or the mobile network. So our app helps you order it. Every product that we list in the app, we will let you know the truth based on the experience of 20 years of ordering things online and using various Skyboxes in Trinidad and Tobago. So here are some of the questions that the app answers for you based on the products that we list. What are the taxes? Why does it cost so much when I actually get it? What is dimensional weight? All these questions and more, we answer in the app because we want to help you order it. All you have to do is simply pick from our list of recommended items that we know and trust because we've ordered it already. Follow through the payment process, we'll order it, and we can even have it delivered to you. So why don't you give it a try? Search for Order It by makeITsimpleTT in the App Store or the Google Play Store, or you can even go online to orderit.makeITsimpleTT.com and check and see if we could answer some of your questions and help you in the process of ordering it. Klarna AI Assistant handles 2/3 of customer service chats in its first month. Klarna today announced that its AI Assistant, powered by OpenAI, now live globally for 1 month. The numbers speak for themselves. The AI Assistant has 2.3 million conversations, 2/3 of Klarna's customer service chats. It's doing the equivalent work of 700 full-time agents. It's on par with human agents in regard to customer satisfaction score. It is more accurate in error resolution, leading to a 25% drop in repeat inquiries. Customers now resolve their errands in less than 2 minutes compared to 11 minutes previously. It's available in 23 markets 24/7 and communicates in more than 35 languages. It's estimated to drive a $40 million USD profit for Klarna in 2024. What does Klarna do?
They are a financial fintech company, I think. You know, like processing payments. That's what I think. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, the following key features are Klarna. Okay, your personal financial assistant. Klarna's AI assistant offers real-time updates on your outstanding balances and upcoming payment schedules, ensuring that you never miss a Klarna payment. It also provides a clear understanding of your purchase power, explaining your spending limits and the reasons behind them. It's like stocks investing kind of thing. I don't know. Like what you're actually paying for.
With Klarna or the AI support?
With Klarna, like what Klarna actually doing for you? Investor relations. Okay, it's an investment kind of company thing. It's like a investment firm, sort of. Yeah.
Not really, I think it's like a payment processing type thing. Google, what does Klarna do?
That might be wise. What does Klarna do? Well, it seems like it's a popular thing. Blah blah blah. Okay, you could. So it's like a PayPal kind of vibe.
Yeah, they do payment processing and fintech.
Yes. Okay, I know about this. They just give you like it's like a ready finance kind of thing. You could pay. Pay in pieces.
Buy now, pay later.
Yes. Okay. It makes sense now. I remember it. Okay, so these people, Klarna, they implemented an AI assistant using OpenAI, and the thing that the metric that killing me the most is customers now resolve their errands in less than 2 minutes compared to 11 minutes previously. That is where is winning life. When you could contact a company and in 2 minutes your problem gets solved. That is gold compared to 11 minutes. I would rather talk to a robot than a human if my thing gonna get sorted out fast, you know.
Yeah, in certain industries, but I think that's people really getting the problem solved, that's getting frustrated and leaving after 2 minutes. So I think really getting solved.
The other metric is it's on par with human agents in regards to satisfaction score. So they get frustrated and they didn't want to rate them and they leave. They rage quit. They was like, we done. And I don't want to. I am not sure, but
so. I think I sent you the Business Insider article. You saw that one?
Yes, yeah, the other one, yeah. I have that one there too. Which part of that you want to highlight?
So it had a user called Gurgly Orozaz, a software engineer.
Yeah, that sounds like a software engineer name.
He was skeptical after using it. You can look at it and it has a tweet as well.
It's underwhelming. It recites exact docs and passes me onto human support fast. There will be a shrinking of this company. We're not currently hiring at all. Blah blah. Okay. The company behind chatbot was more accurate in. The company claimed the chatbot was more accurate in error resolution and on-powered human agents when it came to customer satisfaction. And he basically shooting them down, right? And saying that it's not really doing what they say it is.
Yeah, he's trying to say that it helped you to a certain point and kind of similar to a lot of chatbots, it passes you on to humans. But again, you don't know if he's just like a salty person, maybe an ex-Klarna employee. Because Klarna saying one thing, and of course they would say, yeah, it's working, whatever. But it'll be good to hear from the actual customers who interacted with it, you know?
Okay. Let me try to put it in perspective. If there are simple things like you can't log into your account or your card gets something or you do whatever, the AI is going to be way better at just searching the database, finding information. Because normally it's be like, could you hold for 5 minutes, please, while I go and search whatever? And they search to get this stuff. The AI will be way faster at pulling up the information. And they'll just be like, could you give me your date of birth? Could you give me this? Could you give me that? And that data is not going through a middleman. There's no input, process, output there. There is just input, and it goes straight to the process, and they give you back the information. It'll feed you what you need to have. Yeah. And there's a reason why 2/3 of the things are handled, because 2/3 of most queries for these services is real. Like, I can't remember my account number. I did a transaction and it didn't go through. What is the status? And it just give you back the status and be like, it's pending. Okay, thanks, cool, great, wonderful. Yeah. And then the other people who want to go deeper into something, which is they want to investigate something from 6 months ago and cross-reference it with something else and whatnot, the AI not going to handle that because that's hard.
Yeah.
But I remember talking to the PayPal, I had some issue with PayPal. Somebody sent me some money and the money get held because Trinidad is Trinidad not exactly on their list of trusted people, essentially, right?
We're not whitelisted.
Yeah, we're not whitelisted. That's the word that we would say. And the AI was getting me vexed. Well, the chatbot was getting me vexed because it was just trying to push me through all the simple transaction things like, please enter your transaction ID in question. Please enter this. Please enter that. So I could see somebody getting frustrated when you reach to those sort of things where you have to track a personal matter that has to do with politics and geopolitics and that kind of drama. But if it's just straightforward things, I think that's a better customer service for those.
And I think
those things.
Like, some people like to call and hear somebody talk, that's one case. But even with that, right? So like I think the bank have the bank in the US at time or something like that, right? And somebody would come on the phone, and I could have swear it was an actual human, and they asked me, "Was your date of birth? Was your card number, or whatever?" And you see it, you'd rather press it out on the phone. You just say 1, 2, 3, 4. Was your name? Was your this? Was it? And you actually say it, and it will recognize your voice and direct you or give you back the whatever information you're looking for. You know, like all the questions or whatever, you'd go on the verification questions, ask it, you just say it, give you the information. So there, I sure you'll be able to talk to that AI pretty soon, similar to that, and similar support. And once you say certain things, it will try to give you the answer. And I guess if they really can't answer it, you'll push it to a human.
Yeah. One thing I was listening to a podcast some time ago, and they were like, customer service isn't dead. People just have to start to move towards customer experiences. And I was like, what do they really mean by it? But they were basically saying that if you just want to give people information, our computer is really good at getting the information and giving it to people. But the experience of empathy and understanding what the person is going through and sort of taking them through a journey of, for lack of a better word, they use like healing now, because it's kind of woke. They're like healing your problem instead of solving your problem. And you come out with a feeling of, this company cares about me. That's the thing that the AIs won't be able to do. And I understand where they're coming from, but I think customer service, them assistants, call centers kind of thing, dead. I think it's basically dead, yeah. You better go and learn how to take the skills that you learn from a call center and become a consultant, or learn to code, or learn to do prompt engineering or something, so that when they come to drop the axe and you say, okay, so we're taking 15 of y'all to go and work in IT, you better be the one that they take.
So they're saying is all the Indian scammers and they're probably investing right now into AI.
I promise you, them smarter than that long. Them smell that rat a while ago. And when you go, like, basically, the industry, you're gonna go back to India for a call center, you know. But the call center that you're gonna get now is an experience, because they're gonna get an API and some kind of thing, because the Indian people could code and they understand those concepts very well. So I sure 3 years ago they said, yeah, this coming. So how much of y'all want to learn to code? Come, let's go. Because when we give them the product in 2025, and they say we don't want the call center anymore, we had to be able to upsell them on something and say, oh yeah, you don't want the call center? Here's what we have for you. And this could revolutionize. All you have to do is give us the rules that you wanted to say, give us the book, we'll feed it in. And that's just smart. I can't see my daughter, my son, deciding to go and call center work. Like, that is one dead end. That's almost like being a what's called this thing, boy?
But like for me, right? Sometimes I just generally rather talk to a human, because you could explain to them and you could be forceful sometimes with them and let them
you talking about on the phone or by typing?
On the phone. Oh, like on the phone.
Okay.
Even typing too, like you could express certain things to them and they could feel the urgency sometimes at your situation. Or you could kind of, not sweet talk, but you could kind of convince them, you know, kind of charm them, kind of try to, you know, be friendly, and sometimes you could influence them a certain way to give you more help and explain a certain situation, you know, and make them feel sorry for you, that type of thing. Sometimes that does help.
I get plenty refunds from Amazon because I pull the Trinidad and Tobago card. I was like, there's like, yeah, so you can return it, such as I'll be like, I live in Trinidad and Tobago, you know. It's really hard to return something because of so. And then the next thing will be like, all right, we'll give you a refund. Like,
you think our AI chatbot gonna be rigid? They're gonna be programmed to be like Trinidad? No, don't care.
Yeah, you can't get a refund.
So that is one part, that element, that human element, you know, because humans unpredictable. And,
Yeah.
So
There would definitely be a balance of humans that still have to work there, and the companies will have to figure it out. But for the most part, them studying how to make as much money as possible with as little people. So they'll probably have to wait until they get a lot of bad reports or something along that line to decide. Hear what? We gotta get some humans inside here. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel.
So.
About it.
So, in the past year or two, right, I had a lot of tech layoffs and stuff like that, and Google, Microsoft, I think Apple as well, right? And a lot of times, the site that they're moving or they're shifting towards AI, they're devoting more of the resources into AI, and that's why they're shedding off some of the load. So you think, let's ask, is it that they are really moving or looking to develop AI tools and the capacity and stuff like that, or is it that AI actually taking some of these jobs so they lay off these people? Or is that a mixture of both?
AI taking the jobs, 100% AI taking the jobs. 100%. They'll just be like, all the developers, like the interns who come in and they're telling them, okay, cool, here's your job. Your job is to build a landing page for this particular Google product and submit it in 2 weeks or something like that. They'll just be like, give the AI all the information for the landing page, and then there's just one intern that you need after who go and fine-tune that code to do what it had to do. But basically they're getting everything done, and all they have to do is QA basically and update it. Whereas six of them would have been working on the same page. One dealing with the front end, one dealing with the DevOps, one dealing with the JavaScript, one dealing with things,
it'll be like a real dread. Like, all right, you come in and decide, develop this AI tool, and that tool you're developing is a tool to replace yourself. All right, so the tool get developed, released and get shipped. Tool go live, you lost your work.
That's tough. You build your own device. That'd be funny-ish. Well, we could laugh at it, but I don't know. I'm too sure how I would feel about that. But on that same AI thing, right? France hosting the Olympics this year, and their job is to maintain a level of security, because the Olympics, like by all standards, is a big security risk, ridiculously big security risk. So the French police are testing AI-powered security cameras ahead of the Olympics, and basically they're trying to find problems before they happen. Here are the things that they intend for this AI to do. 1, traffic that goes against the flow. 2, the presence of people in prohibited areas. 3, crowd movement. 4, abandoned packages. 5, the presence or use of weapons. 6, overcrowding. And 7, a body on the ground. And 8, fire. Now, based on what we know about cameras and AI and those things, I think they could get away with cars going against the flow, right? That's the first one. Traffic that goes against the flow, yes, that's straightforward. Presence of people in prohibited zones, yes, that's basically doing image detection.
Yeah, cameras could do that.
Yeah, crowd movement. Yeah, if you've seen a large body of people moving in a particular direction, okay, that could raise a red flag. That's easy. Abandoned packages. I'm not too sure about the abandoned packages. What about the Olympics requires you to look for abandoned packages?
I mean, they're probably thinking if it's a bomb or something like that.
Oh, right. Okay. So a package just kind of like in a weird place. Yeah. Okay. Presence or use of weapons. That one I worried about. Because...
yeah, certain objects could look like...
yes. And people just have like Molotov cocktails, and next thing you have a bottle in your hand, and then somebody put on their cell phone lights behind you, and it look like the bottle is lighting on fire. And then,
I mean, it's not like the camera's gonna shoot you or anything.
Well, they think not shoot you, but
the police
that's plenty red flags, plenty false positives.
False positives, yeah.
There's a lot of false positives that will happen there. Overcrowding. Like, How that camera go and determine what is overcrowding by AI, like a certain space only supposed to have a certain amount of people, and it just judges. Well, that's a lot of people there.
Do I count it in a specific area, space? Yeah, try to do a head count. Yeah.
Right now, this one here, a body on the ground, because it's have stampedes and things for these Olympics and whatnot.
Yeah.
How you going to discern a body on the ground from somebody who lying down or somebody who fell?
That's who does go and lie down in the middle of like a city or a street?
Yeah, but if it have a stampede, how you going to see the body on the ground? Because
after the stampede.
That is okay. All right.
Yeah.
I guess they have no choice but to try.
I guess what they're doing now is probably testing it and fine tuning to make sure certain things work. And as you say, but to reduce or limit the false positives.
Yeah. They put the law in place. Well, they had to put a law in place to make sure that this thing could actually happen. So they put the law in place. And the law specifically says that they cannot use facial recognition. So all they could do is do
EU and their privacy laws.
Yeah, the EU ain't like that happen. The EU ain't like that happen at all. But
I like
if
China.
if this passes the test, then this could be like a gold standard or a sort of measuring stick or template that another country could use for their cameras, which you don't have to do the facial recognition. You could just look for things that are risky.
They could say they're not using it, but it could be happening in the background.
Not in the EU. Not in the EU. You'll get fined from now
maybe
till whenever.
Not in the EU, but I say come to the US. Like the US have a lot of 3-letter agencies that would probably do otherwise.
I agree. I ain't fighting you there. All right, time for today's random story. Let's see what randomly could happen as we wrap up. All right, random story is Apple may not do a spring event this year. Don't buy a new MacBook, iPad. All right, no, cool. I don't think anybody wants to buy a new MacBook or iPad or anything because them things last long, and most of the people I know, at least the poor people I know in Trinidad, they'll just be like, my own working, I don't need a new one. The upgrade cycle for Macs, I read, is not getting any better because they're doing too good of a job of longevity. So I heard. You can get Windows 11 Pro, no Apple iOS 17.4 updates coming up. Okay, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Samsung says the Galaxy Ring offers up to 9 days of battery life. You see this thing, the Galaxy Ring?
No. What's that?
It basically is a ring that
it's like a
basically check your check your blood level, your blood glucose level, and your this and your that, and let me see if I could find some of the things that it checks.
What this is the battery life? A few days?
9 days.
9 days. So you had to take a ring off and charge it.
I want to know how charging, like it had to have some sort of magnetic thing that it go on some sort of.
And normally you had a size of ring, so I guess they'll come in different sizes. Like you had to know your ring size.
Yeah. Let me see if I could find. It must have an article about what it actually does. Okay, I think I'll find it, yeah. CNET did it. So, it is supposed to... The ring has an array of sensors on the inside rim, 3 of which were arranged in a series of raised bumps. While I was on my finger, I was aware of the bumps that were there, and they caused a lot of discomfort.
Caused me no discomfort.
It caused me no discomfort, sorry, yeah. I still can't find what it actually does.
It wouldn't be lower down?
I'm trying. Sleep cycle, okay. It checks your sleep cycle and your heart rate, respiratory rate, night movement, and sleep latency.
Okay. I could use my Fitbit to do that. Or if you have the watch.
That closer to your pulse. The one on your finger will be closer to your pulse. Your Fitbit, remember that on your wrist and had to press down to get properly, but a ring would be like a lot closer.
Yeah,
and they're more
but
accurate.
I mean, it's fairly accurate, so I don't know.
Another key feature of the product will be its ability to provide insight into monthly cycle tracking. So I guess that is menstrual cycles.
Yep.
And yeah, it basically gonna use your blood pulse and you use the oximeter and whatnot to do what our watch does, but with a higher level of accuracy.
iPhone users.
What?
Are they
out in the cold? Yeah. That time working for you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they just I think because you had to have like, intimate access to the operating system. Yeah, that's what they will say.
Yeah, I didn't want one anyway.
Okay. Who you think is going to buy that?
I don't know, somebody who always wants to have the latest things, whether or not it's useful or not, or make sense or practical, because that having a ring, if you already have the watch, don't make much sense to me.
It's a glorified sleep tracker. It's a glorified sleep tracker.
I already have like something to do that. If you have a smartwatch already do that. And I guess there's people who don't have a smartwatch and want the sleep tracking stuff.
Okay. I could kind of get on that because there's a cadre of people who do like smartwatches. Mm-hmm. Actually, the reason they don't like smartwatches is because they have to charge it, and them having a ring that they have to charge, that ain't gonna make it easier anyhow. I don't think so. Nope. I don't see it working anywhere unless you put it on like a sick patient sort of.
Yeah, but if you have a sick patient, I wouldn't rely on a Samsung ring. Get something that actually designed to monitor the stuff. Not just a ring.
Okay.
Like, say you have a family member that's sick. You have a Samsung ring or something that actually designed by some like a medical company to use.
No, put it to you this way. If they call it an Apple ring, they will get it.
Hell no.
Not you, the mass populace. They will get the Apple ring.
Yeah. People.
They'll still get the Apple ring
Who
because
knows
the Apple.
That, yeah, might see Apple ring come September. I'm sure you might see that.
Yeah, that's definitely possible because it's a health issue and it's a healthy thing and health is a good one and all that stuff. Okay, I guess it's acceptable in some cases.
Yeah.
But I'm putting my head on a block for that. I'll put my head on a block for the central bank, but not them. Alright, so let me wrap up there. Today's episode, I put episode 54 on the heading thing, Wow, I really that's some edit that one time. I should have done better. Episode 55. My editor will have to fix that. Because I'm not. Okay, I fixed it now. Yes, right, good. Yeah, that's the end of episode 55. This dog barking at this bat here, I'm gonna have to do something about it.
Yeah, I was going to say, editor would have a hard time eliminating that dog.
Yeah. I had a power noise gate on the recording, but yeah. Jeez. Yeah, time to get a muzzle. I'm going to get a muzzle. You see it? But, one of the things about being in the Caribbean is that we have dogs a lot more than, like, normal podcasters. They're in an apartment in somewhere in Manhattan or some kind of thing, or somewhere in a room, and they can't have pets and them kind of thing. But
the difference is we have our dogs outside.
Yeah. Well, and this back and stuff.
Yeah.
Most of them most domesticated dogs on the inside, they don't even bother to bark because their life's so nice.
Yeah, they're sleeping somewhere.
Yeah, basically living a nice life. Not roughing it out, trying to fight with our bat. Yeah. All right, yeah. So we talk about the central bank using AI flow, raising their prices again, which is normal. AI in Klarna and AI in Paris, and then the random story we spoke about the Samsung ring, what the Samsung ring does and why we might actually care about it. Most likely not, but we'll see how that goes. So that's it for today. My name is Mr. Charles from makeITsimpleTT. You could find me anywhere on the internet at makeITsimpleTT or makeITsimpleTT.com. Wherever, look for makeITsimpleTT and you will find me, contact me. If you'll have comments or anything for the podcast, you can let us know on social media. All those of you who listening, wherever you are, let us know. And if you have anybody and working in any of the places that we talk about that you think would be willing to come and tell us, listen, here's how we do use AI, here we do this, we would love to hear from them and we love to actually have a conversation because podcasts are about conversations, not about making people look bad. That's what the news media is for. We're good people. We're good people. Yeah. So I make it Simple TT and my co-host here is
Mr. Redbit Tech /Redbit_Tech.
All right, you can find him everywhere, including not TikTok, and we will and check out everything that we have to say about technology. But the most things that we say about technology happen on this podcast because it's actually a place where you could talk for an hour about technology intelligently and feel good about it. So, share it with somebody. We will see you next week. Have a good week. Bye-bye.